Hello, I'm going to be talking to you today about 10 ways to be more grateful based on some research. Back in 30 seconds. Hi, everybody. Hope you're well. I'm trying to get a new camera today, so the whole thing may crash. I don't know. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking to you about the value of gratitude. Every day I go through a different value every day of the month. And today we're focusing on gratitude. So I thought, what better than looking at the 10 ways to practice gratitude based on the best researcher on gratitude in the world, Dr. Robert Emmons, who's written a whole bunch of books on gratitude. So the 10 ways to practice gratitude. The first tip that he offers is keep a gratitude journal. You may have heard of this one. He says, establish a daily practice in which you remind yourself of the gifts, grace, benefits, and the good things that you enjoy. Set aside time on a daily basis to recall moments of gratitude associated with ordinary things, events like your personal attributes, people that you value in your life. And I think another extra tip I would give is try and leave your gratitude journal by your bed. So you see it first thing in the morning, or as you're going to sleep in the evening, you've got that gratitude journal there. And another little tip I'll add into that is that start really, really small. Just write down one sentence or just a few words to begin with and try and make it into a daily habit, and then you can build it up. But there's been so many different research studies on gratitude and keeping a gratitude journal. You could do it daily, you could even do it weekly. I've seen some research to show it's quite nice to just do it once a week and spend a bit more time on it. So that's my first tip. Well, Robert's first tip on practicing gratitude. Second tip, unusually, he says, remember the bad. He says to be grateful in your current state is helpful to remember the hard times that you once experienced. When you remember how difficult life used to be and how far you've come, you set up the contrast in your mind. This helps to create a space for gratitude. So I think we've all gone through all sorts of different difficulties and challenges in our lives in the past. And so part of gratitude is remembering the difficult times you've had in the past and how you've managed to get through them. So that's quite an unusual and helpful tip, I think. Next tip is an interesting one, which is ask yourself 3 questions. It's a meditation technique known as Niken. I've never heard of this actually. The 3 questions are, first of all, what have I received from? And then write the name of the person. What have I given to? And again, you write someone or something, I guess. And the third one is, what troubles and difficulty have I caused? What have I received from? And then fill in the gap. What have I given to? Fill in the gap. And what troubles and difficulty have I caused? So this is a meditation technique called Niken. It's an interesting one. I've never tried that one before in my life. Maybe I'll try that later. The next tip is to learn prayers of gratitude. In many spiritual traditions, prayers of gratitude are considered to be the most powerful form of prayer because through these prayers, people recognize the ultimate source, all they are and all they will ever be. So if you're open to spirituality and religion and you like the idea of prayer, then you can integrate gratitude into your prayers. And I think that's a tradition that many people, I guess, in generations past used to do. It became part of the habit. Maybe before a meal, people practice gratitude integrated with their prayer, but they don't do that so much anymore. And I'm not talking about how much beneficial gratitude is in today's video, but it's so amazing. It has so many benefits on our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Next tip, come to your senses, says Robert Emmons. Through our senses, the ability to touch, see, smell, taste, and hear, we gain an appreciation of what it means to be human and of what an incredible miracle it is to be alive. Seen through the lens of gratitude, the human body is not only a miraculous construction, but also a gift. So I really like this one. I've done this one before. Just connect with any one of the fact that you have any one of the 5 senses is amazing. If you have all 5 senses working, you're very fortunate and you've got lots to be grateful for. And I think Helen Keller's writing and work is a great reminder for us all of how to practice gratitude of senses. Number 6, use visual reminders to practice gratitude. Because the two primary obstacles of gratefulness are forgetfulness and the lack of mindful awareness, visual reminders can serve as a cues to trigger. So oftentimes the best visual reminders are other people. So when you see a partner or a friend, that could be a visual cue for you to practice gratitude. But you could do things like post-it notes. I guess you could put it on your screensaver. I mentioned the idea of having your gratitude journal by your bed. So that could be a reminder. The very fact of the front cover of your gratitude journal can be a visual cue. But think about what would be a good visual reminder or cue for you to practice a bit of gratitude. Just to repeat again, there's the two obstacles of gratefulness, forgetfulness, and a lack of mindful awareness. So I teach a lot of mindfulness and meditation, but you can still forget. Next tip number 7, make a vow to practice gratitude. Research shows that making an oath to perform a behavior increases the chance that the action will be taken up. Therefore, write your gratitude vow, which could be as simple as I vow to count my blessings each day, and post it somewhere where you'll be reminded of it every day. So I guess a vow is like a commitment or a pledge that you're going to stick to it every day. That could be a cool thing to do. You could write that at the beginning of your gratitude journal, for example, and make that pledge. And keep it small, keep it simple, as if you make it too difficult or too challenging, you're setting yourself up for failure. So make it nice and small and simple so that you can achieve. Tip number 8, watch your language. Grateful people have a particular linguistic style that uses the language of gifts, givers, blessings, blessed, fortune, fortunate, and abundance. In gratitude, you should not focus on how inherently good you are, but rather on the inherently good things that others have done on your behalf. Okay, I'm going to repeat those words again, which grateful people tend to use. Gifts, givers, blessings, blessed, fortunate, fortune, and abundance. I'm sure there'll be one or two or a few words there that you feel attracted to, and maybe you can note them down and try and use them a little bit more often in your life. Next one that we have is tip number 9, which is go through the motions. If you go through grateful motions, the emotion of gratitude should be triggered. Grateful motions include smiling, saying thank you, and writing letters of gratitude. So you're going through the motions, you're taking the actions. So this is where you may not feel grateful, but you're still going through the motions of smiling. I do this a lot in meditation practice, and when I teach meditation in our daily mindfulness club, I remind people to practice smiling and practice gratitude when we're feeling the sensations in our breathing in our body. That's a great way to cultivate gratitude. Saying thank you, he says, and writing letters of gratitude. So again, you may not feel grateful, but you may still write the letter. And as you start doing the actions, it's almost like an act as if idea. And last but not least, the 10th of the 10 ways you could be more grateful, according to researcher Dr. Emmons, world's leading researcher on gratitude, is to think outside the box. If you want to make the most out of opportunities to flex your gratitude muscles, you must creatively look for new situations and circumstances in which to feel grateful. So search for a new way, and you keep it creative. And this is especially true for people whose value is creativity, like myself. Think about new ways in which you can practice it. If you have a gratitude journal, maybe you like technology, so you may have a digital gratitude journal. You may do a drawing together with the journaling. You may encourage your friends to practice gratitude with you. You may start a WhatsApp group. We've got with the Museum of Happiness, we started a gratitude group which has a few thousand people. So you could start your own group or be part of that group or start some other group. So you could even do it socially. That's not mentioned here, but there's my tip for practicing gratitude, which is practice gratitude with others too. Great. Well, thank you very much for watching today. I can see my green screen's gone down, so I'm grateful that I have it. New thing. Thanks a lot for watching. Let's see what the comments are. Always fun to see the comments. One Facebook user says, hi. I have a gratitude journal I fill in each night before I sleep, says Facebook user. Ah, my friend Sandra says, she sends a smile. Great. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a grateful day. I'm doing a little retreat on Sunday. Have a look on my website if you want to join in on that Sunday morning retreat, or send us an email. And we've got a mindful Halloween rave coming up on the 31st of October. If you want to try something new, listen to that new music, then that's available. And in November, we'll be continuing our mindfulness club. So a daily new live guided meditation every single day, guided by myself. And so again, get in touch if you want more information about that. Thanks for watching. Sending you lots of gratitude for watching. Bye for now. See you tomorrow.